Hello everybody, welcome to Adventures with Kramer. So today I'm going to be trying something different. I want to attempt to make some pancakes, not just every pancakes. And hopefully you've seen off the title already though, some Thanksgiving pancakes. I want to try and see if I can take these cranberries, make cranberry sauce, and then mix it in with some pancake batter and see how that tastes. I love having blueberries and pancakes. I love being able to mix that in. So let's get ready for helping to start making some cranberry sauce. The recipe on the back calls for a cup of water, a cup of sugar to 3 cups of the Ocean Spray fresh cranberries. Now, there's 18 servings, half a cup. That means there's 9 cups of cranberries in this bag. I don't want to sit and add too much water and end up having to boil this off for a super long amount of time. So, and I also modify whenever I make my cranberry sauce. I like adding in mandarin oranges, and I like adding in pineapple chunks as well. So, the mandarin orange is about 1.5 cups by volume of the oranges and syrup and some of the sugar in there. And then the pineapple chunks is 2.25 cups of pineapple chunks and juice, and there's no added sugar to it, it's just the natural juice for the pineapple though. Because of that, normally I would have to be making for this whole bag 3 cups of water and 3 cups of sugar. So I think I'm going to cut that in half. So instead of doing the full 3 cups of water, I'm only going to do 1.5 cups of water plus these, and then I'm going to do 2 cups of sugar plus these. So to try and help still make it sweet, but not too sweet and not too liquidy, where I have to spend a long time trying to help actually boil off a bunch of the cranberries to be able to work on that. So next step, let's do some rinsing. Now it's time for the fun part. Let's help try and get some of that extra moisture off there. Help rinse it up. So this is supposed to be a salad spinner. I got a feeling I just had a whole bunch of berries flick off to the side. Yep. Do cranberries seem like miniature pomegranates to anybody else? That's what they're reminding me of while I was sitting and watching those. The kind of texture to it. I mean, if you open one up, you get the little teeny tiny pockets that are inside there and crunchy. Oh wow, yeah. 4 big pockets. Cool. Okay, they're nice and well rinsed off. Rinsed them cold, rinsed them warm. They're already super clean. There's only just like a little bit of stems, so not bad at all. Super excited for that. I really like that these are cranberries made in Washington. Nothing against the ones over on the East Coast, but it's nice to be able to use a product from the state that you live in. There we go. Time to start getting oven cranked up on some temperature. I know this is probably way overkill for the size of the pot to be able to use, but should end up working out okay. So again, trying to add in that 1.5 cups of water. Ooh, that does not look like a lot of water. Hopefully that'll be okay though, once I add in. Actually go ahead and add these in now early, just so I can judge the volume a little bit better. Let's see here. How much juice do we actually have inside this? So looks to be just over a half, maybe 2/3 of a cup of like liquid inside this can of pineapple chunks. And I will smash those up as time goes on because I don't want pineapple chunks that big inside my pancakes. So next, let's go ahead and open up the oranges. As you can tell, I like pineapple. That's why I got a little pineapple trivet there. Does anybody else watch Psych, where they would always sit and put a pineapple in every single episode? I thought that was pretty funny. I don't think there should be as much water or like syrup in this one, so let's see how much we got. Oh wow, smaller can, it's already half. Wow, that's a lot of syrup inside there. Man. That's kind of disappointing. So, I mean, that was a full, add up the two of them, about 3/4 of a cup of just syrup. That is a lot of syrup. Let's go ahead and get those added in there. Now that I got those added in, still warming up on temperature. I need to add in, I think my goal was 2 cups of sugar. Let's see if I can attempt to do this without spilling too much. One. There's 2. Let's do a little extra. Alright, that's going to take a little while in order to be able to help heat up, especially with how much is there. So once that starts to heat up and gets up to a boil, then I'll start adding in the cranberries, and time for the time lapse. So it's just now finally starting to get to kind of like a soft boil starting to happen. So I turned up the heat just a little bit. Let's try and get some cranberries added in there. Just orange. Need to resist the urge to add more water into there. I want to, but I know that these are going to start to pop and it should be just fine. So I don't know about anybody else, but I like having a fresh cup of coffee in the morning. And so let's go ahead and get some of that brewed up and made. It's going to take a little bit for the cranberries to heat all the way back up and get back up to a nice good boil. Need to boil it for, I think it's about 10 minutes until they start to pop. And so got some time to kill, might as well make some coffee. So I just usually do standard drip roast. I like chock full of nuts coffee. It doesn't taste bitter afterwards, like almost every other brand of coffee for some reason, unless it's like the pea berry type coffee. But this is dark. It's a little on the strong side. I usually do a tablespoon, a little little trick that I learned from my brother that was a barista for a while, is that you freeze your coffee. It'll keep it fresh longer. So I already have the water added in. I don't make it super strong, but time for some time lapse. Now that I got my cup of coffee for the morning, it's time to check in on those cranberries and see how they're doing. Oh man. Oh, I love the smell. You get that warm pineapple with a little bit of citrus from the mandarin oranges. And you get that super tart from the cranberries. Nice. Sweet. They're starting to pop. Get a close in look there. Not all there yet. Keep mixing it. I'm torn on whether or not to add more sugar. Actually, it smells a lot like whenever I make jam. So we're getting pretty close now. One thing I am noticing is that the pineapples are not as easy to break as I remember. So what I'm going to do is attempt to try and get them out of here. And I'm going to blend these up. Ideally, I should have used crushed pineapple. I know that. But this is what I had. And so I wasn't going to go out and just go buy a whole nother can of pineapple. Just for that, just for the convenience when I can still make this work. So we're gonna go ahead and take out the pineapple, add in a little bit of ice, toss it into the blender, and get this kind of the pineapple shredded back down nice and fine, and then add it back into the sauce here. But I will need to reheat it back up and kind of get it boiled back down by adding that extra volume. Still not exactly sure whether or not if I have too much water in there. It's been a little while since I made this. I don't remember if I made this last year or not. Oh, but man, it does smell good. Okay, Have the pineapple all nice and blended up. I'm gonna crank back up the temperature because this is about to drop it a fair amount. Here we go. I like how well that blended together. Here, we'll go ahead and let this heat back up. Kind of go from there. Looks to me like it's done. Been going for well over 10 minutes though, but I was able to get the pineapple blended in. I think I only missed 1 or 2 chunks, which I'm super happy with. All the berries are nice and popped. Looks like there's a couple that haven't. Now they have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick some in some mason jars, be able to help store. Tilt that up some. There we go. Because obviously I don't need this entire pan or this pot worth of cranberry sauce, just be able to make some pancakes. So might as well not let it go to waste. Put some in here. I'm not actually canning it. I'm just gonna put some in here to be able to kind of hold over for until Thanksgiving time frame. So here we go. So the video is starting to get a little long and I need to let the cranberry sauce cool down for a little while. At least a few hours, try and let it gel up, have it inside the jars. Looks good, tastes great, super happy with it. So I think I'm gonna try and split this up. In the next video, actually going and making the pancakes. I'm debating on whether or not to try and add in making some bacon. I wonder if bacon, not actually in the pancakes, but on the side, some like fried crispy bacon with these pancakes. What do you think? Comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe. Peace.